is Thursday, and currently the Las Vegas Raiders are shellacking the Chargers. It is the battle of the backups, Aiden O'Connell versus Easton Stick, to see who is dominant in this Thursday game. What's going on, Juan and or Crystal? What is going on, chap? Hello, lady. T-Bone, how is everybody doing this fine Thursday? This first week of Dynasty Playoffs Thursday, as it is known amongst those who play Dynasty football. T-Bone's vibing. I thought about putting Tucker in for the Raiders. I felt he was due. I was not aware Aiden O'Connell was starting till about 20 minutes before the game. So I knew Trey does really well with Aiden, and I should have put him in. Sure enough, he's catching bombs for touchdowns, and instead I have QJ in. What's going on, Lee Cozy and your dozen Raiders? You know what that means. You gotta do this thing. This right here. Right here. That. A little bit of that. Some of that. Send them the love. Send them all the love. Because we love Raiders. Raiders into Twitch, not Raiders as in Las Vegas, unless your name is Steven. What's up, Sepulros? How are you doing? Captain America, what's going on, nerd? How are you doing? Carlos. Lee, are your fingers bleeding yet? You've been drawing for 3 days straight now. We are only $220 away from giving away 2 painted cards, and one of them happens to be a Star Wars AP card worth hundreds of dollars by itself. So I put a $500 AP card on the line. That's exactly where I was headed with that one. So nice. So nice. WoW gold farming. All right, so I have a WoW gold farming story for you. Some of you may know, and some of you don't know, that I was a massive WoW player right before the Cataclysm expansion happened, whatever they called it. And it was right about the time that they had the pets were not new, but enough of them were being created that people were really getting into having pets following them. And at the time, it was little, I can't remember if it was raptors or T-Rexes. I want to say it was raptors. But there was one little hole on a very low level nest that you could randomly drop these little raptors. So I think I had just gotten my Death Knight, level 50, I believe it was. And I thought, I don't have a life. I like gold. I like gold. I am going to farm this thing for an entire day's worth of playing. Raptor pets were good business. Exactly where I'm going. At the time, because they were new, there was one and then a variant, or two and a variant. And the variant was supposed to be like a rare 1 in 100 drop. But in the very first week that they launched the variant, I don't even know. I haven't played WoW in a very long time. Decades, probably. At least a decade. Since before Cataclysm. the drop rate was not supposed to be very good. I found that I was getting those 1 in 100 Raptors, or whatever the color variant was, about once every 20 runs that I was doing, I was getting this drop. So I, no exaggeration, did about 20 hours of me just walking in, slaughtering everything with a face, and collecting the booty. And at the end of it, it was some ridiculous number of raptors that I had. Raptor did not fall 100% of the time. But about 1 in 20 completions of this nest, I would hit the rare raptor and maybe 6 or 7 of the normal ones. At the time, the regular ones were selling for like, I don't know, 20 or 30 gold. It wasn't crazy. But the rare drops were 150 gold per. Now, pre-cataclysm, gold was a big deal. I don't know what the state of currency is, but gold was a really big deal. And I was holding 15,000 gold due to these Raptor sales, and I was just buying stupid stuff, the dumb stuff. I was rocking a motorcycle, driving around everywhere, not just any motorcycle, a variant motorcycle. And I was driving this motorcycle everywhere because I didn't care. I had every blinged out piece of bling that you could have because money was no option. And yep, you get to the point where you can just buy stupid stuff. Good times. Yeah. So, I would, no joke, probably put in like 20 hours in one day, just repeating the same thing over and over again, and getting his Raptors in. It was to the point where, I was undercutting the economy on these Raptors because I had, every time I would sell one, I could just go get 2 more. And I was just so bored of waiting that I was undercutting the market by like 30% just to unload, to be cash sweet. So about 2 weeks later, I took a look at my life and where I was, and I decided I couldn't play WoW anymore. I was doing horrible things that were not healthy to myself in order to play WoW for extended periods of time. It was addicting. It was way too good. It was too fun being the rich guy in the game. So I said, you know what? I have to quit cold turkey. This is terrible for my health. I'm not moving. I'm not eating well. I was chewing tobacco because I didn't want to go upstairs to smoke. Because, yes, I was in the basement, and I couldn't smoke in that particular house. So I was like, I have to stop cold turkey and never play again. So before I deleted WoW, canceled my account, and basically left, I walked around to all the noobs that I could find, and I would follow them and I would watch them. And all of the people that were nice and polite got 1,000 gold. Now, again, you have no idea if 1,000 gold is very much anymore. At that time, it allowed you to buy a lot of stupid stuff. Because I had so much, I didn't care. And people were like, this ain't real. You must be scamming. And I'm like, no, I quit. Here's 1,000 gold. Goodbye. I was getting rid of everything. Fiery weapon formula, yes. And then I did. I completely wiped out all of my assets, 1,000 at a time. We got any cards today? Oh, we have everything today. DCDcollects.com, we have a plethora of things. I love Chep coming in and being like, listen, I like WoW like the rest of you, but DC, we're not here to hear about your WoW stories. We're here to see you open things. I agree. I have no orders in right now, so while waiting for orders, I'm just talking about WoW Gold. Anybody wants to buy something, you'll be head of the line. Sounds like a good Thursday night. Oh, so this is super cheap. I actually set up a draft break, which is fun for people who have never done them before. It's $35. It guarantees you an item out of this box. How they work, let me go through. Spoilers, don't forget spoilers. Paul, I have no spoilers. I literally don't. Trevor takes everything home with him, so I have nothing. 7 digits of WoW Gold when I quit playing. Yeah, it was unhealthy for me. So what I do is I open this box, the Super Sixer Mixer. I show everybody what's inside. Any sealed product items, I do not open. Those are just added to the list. At the end, I random the names of the people that are involved. Again, it's only $35. And then the order that you are put in by random.org is how fast. Right, Spilros? And you pick the item that you want, and that's yours. Now, I have added an additional item in there, so there's at minimum 7 items. We've seen as many as 8 items come out of these boxes, so we know at least one person is going to be getting an additional item for free. So it is definitely a cost-effective and fun thing to do. As a matter of fact, if we get close, I might even buy in just so that I can steal something awesome from you guys and laugh about it. Carlos is already in on it. I have to move that over. Where is that? Here that is. Okay. Do this. Okay. All right, I have it set up. Yep, I've tossed in an extra item, so if you buy in, you have a chance at an additional one for free. Listen, whenever we get extra things, bonuses, we typically just give them away. I have a box of giveaway stuff that they have sent us. It's real. That is all stuff that we can use to promote their product and give it away, give it away, give it away now. Carlos, yes, the prize is a big thank you from me. Thank you. We actually didn't have much to give away for the 2 items that we made. They're short $10 runs, so we really didn't have much. Considering the items that we're giving away, for those who are not familiar, by the way, for signed, sketched, and delivered, we have a David Mack signed and remarked book of El Spawn, as well as a Todd McFarlane Spawn with the homage to The Walking Dead. Both of those will be going to one lucky person that purchases into that product. There are 9 spots there left. And then for signed, certified, and delivered, it's no big deal. It's just a 9.6 Dark Knight Returns signed foil cover by Frank Miller. We have to give this one away because it was only a 9.6. It didn't meet our criteria for the 9.8 break. And that's how we roll. Speaking of, I actually got to get certified in the right order. I never did that. Eight, 6, 10, 9, 1, 2, 5, 4, 7. All right, now they're in the right order. You want a sticker? I can give you a sticker. I don't have any stickers in my reach. There you go, Carlos. I'm going to send you that sticker. A Zio Lee original Thor sticker. T-Bone is in. All right, 4 spots remaining. Oh, that's not the button I wanted to press. There we go. Let me get this. Put that right over here. Very good chance that sells out. All right, so speaking of Maitland, we were talking yesterday about artistic nudity on Twitch. And apparently people are greatly misunderstanding what artistic nudity and toplessness on Twitch actually is. Because as I was going through Twitch, I sat and watched Lee Cozy stream for a little while. Once while chatting, the other completely incognito on my alt burner account that nobody knows of. And I was surfing around and I was watching all of these neckbeards filling up all of these ladies' different chat rooms, these artists, some of which I follow. And I'm watching, suddenly I'm like, wow, this person never has 300 people in their chat room. So I go in and I'm like, and they're just painting. And I'm like, goodness, all these neckbeards are like, hey, taste artistic nudity. You're an artist. You can be topless. And it's like, wow, rip Twitch right now. People do not understand what is actually going on. Did you get invited to the oily shower stream? I have no idea what an oily shower stream. You need help? Here.
Oh, I know it. Put oil in the shower. Yeah.
Kind of defeats the purpose of a shower, though, doesn't it?
Oh, and I took a nap.
I never assume people are smart. Never. Paul's like, are we talking about the new guidelines? Yeah, I guess so. I'm not talking about the new guidelines. I'm talking about the new misinterpretation of the new guidelines, specifically. And how these little kids are just assuming that all artists are now going to artistically paint topless. Because that seems like what was going on. You know, he's 8, leave him be. So it was just interesting. And then, of course, it led to me. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to look at the front page. I'm going to see who has like the most people watching them. And there was this person. It was a girl who had 8,500 people watching her play a game I never heard of. That was something about some kind of like dragon swimming through water. It was like barely 32-bit console type game. And she had huge tracts of land by Monty Python standards. It's the best way I can put it. And all you could see was the box, and the box went to right here. And she knew exactly where her screen was. And it was hilarious because I am like, I have to people watch this. So I sat in and I watched the chat, and all it was in slow mode because 8,500 people were all screaming for her to move or raise her arms above her head. It was more testosterone than the after party of your senior prom inside this chat room. And I was there for it, just cracking up at these obvious children not understanding. Huge tracts of land. That's Monty Python for you. And I am just like, this is hilarious. So I'm like, what are they going to do when they realize this woman is a professional? She does this for a living. She knows exactly where her sight lines are and everything. What is going to happen when these kids are subbing and tipping and gifting subs and doing all this stuff, like 300 subs in the course of like whatever her daily thing was 300. She had hit it by like 4 o'clock when I was on watching Lee and flipping through. So I'm thinking this girl probably just made 2 grand today playing a video game, not moving. Then she says, I have to get a drink. And the place goes bonkers. Everyone is like emojiing. So, oh, yeah, Paul, desert levels of thirsty. Oh, goodness. So she stands up, and sure as snow is cold, she's wearing a tube top that was flesh colored, and she gets up and walks, and immediately she loses about 1,500 viewers because they realize that, oh, I'm not going to see an areola. It was the funniest thing in the world. I was cackling at how dumb and thirsty these people were to actually think that was not going to happen. I loved the moment of mass exodus and the people losing their minds and calling her a tease and calling her all these terrible, horrible names and getting mods going nuts, blocked words. It was awesome, and I'm so happy I was there for it. My only regret is my end of the month feed report will probably say I was watching something bad for 25 minutes, and I'll have to answer to my superior. But totally worth it just to be able to tell this story on the feed. I wish I knew the person's name. I just literally clicked on the person with the most views in gaming. And by the way, it was in gaming, which made it oh so much sweeter. So you are a gamer.
Which I'm playing a Call of Duty now, and I'm a pro 1, and I am at level 105 or 4. So I'm really good.
Excellent. But totally worth it to have that story and to witness that happen, and to think that anybody surfing the gaming community would stumble across this insane thirst trap. Yeah, Sapporos, where you categories gaming. I found out if you go to just chatting, it's bad. It's just not a place to go. Where I am, I'm in just chatting. It's bad. It's the dregs of Twitch here in just chatting. I follow art and gaming. Those are the two things, if you go under my profile, that I follow: art and gaming. And gaming has not really been gaming as of lately. I think that should be mandatory, that people have to change their tags if they're not doing what their tags say. Joysticks, that's right. Joysticks. The only game they were playing was Pocket Pool. So yeah, that was it was hilarious. Again, I'm really happy I was there to see that, because that moment was just like, I got to watch over 1,000 people get dejected and fooled and rug pulled, and it was a glorious moment. And those who didn't leave LOL'd up the chat and laughed at the people in the mass exodus, and it was a funny moment. And if I would have thought about it, in the moment, I should have clipped that, because that was a hilarious clip. And the clip of watching, because she had the in the upper corner the stats, to watch that thing go was great. I went and browsed art the other day, Sapporo says, when the new rules came out. Oh, Paul says, I'm posh. It's pocket billiards. Well, I'm sporty, and its pool. Yeah, it was funny. As he pointed out on Lee's stream, furries got on the new rules first. Listen, that is one well-organized community. That's all I'm going to say about that. If you needed to solve world hunger and distribute all the food to the countries who need it, and you had to choose one kink to do it, choose the furries. Anybody who's ever been to a Comic-Con knows what I'm saying. Or if you're Paul Maitland, you just get it. KP's like, Alf, 24 hours. Isn't it great? I love the 24-hour Alf channel. If you are to check my history and my viewing channels, I spend a lot of time on the Alf channel. What's going on, Dangle? Hey, Dangle, we have a draft break that 2 out of the 6 spots are sold out, and it's cheap. Just throwing it out there. Another MVP?
I'm gonna stay on my side, bro.
He is 100% the MVP of every game he plays on duty. The Bob Ross channel is fun since there is a command for when he ruins a painting with a cabin. Ice Wolf says, I miss the jar of peanut butter. Wait, what? You look like you just woke up from a nap.
Yeah. I woke up from a nap.
Yeah, he did wake up from a nap.
Yee.
There's some really cool cartoon channels with the Always On section. So I didn't know Always On was a section until Kevin P. West told me that.
Spun.
So what is the cool music? Hey, what's some cool music you've been listening to this week?
Kiss. I'm in rock and roll all night. I love Kiss.
Anything else?
I don't know.
No. Did we listen to some Jimi Hendrix on the way to work today?
Yes.
Yeah. So actually, no.
Wow.
He usually asks me to turn it down. Are you clapping at Dangle's, what Dangle said? Giving him the slow clap?
No, Do You Love It Out Loud by Superos.
Ah, okay. Did you... So heads up, over Christmas, I'm going to do a Connery Let It Snow stream. He doesn't know Dio. I think the only holy diver he has heard is Killswitch Engage, Holy Diver.
And we were listening to a Scorpion.
Scorpions, Rock Me Like a Hurricane came on. That's a good one. It's a classic.
Hey, all good. Oh yeah,
Dangle.
Yeah, Dangle is.
Dangle.
And he loves alcohol. Hey babe, she's been drinking alcohol. She's our dog. That's a toy alcohol. Go. See that on Instagram.
Oh, you saw that on Instagram.
Hey, so babe, she's been drinking alcohol all day. You just bring that back. Derek Angle.
Angle. He says, I love you, dude.
Angle.
What's the coolest song you've ever heard, Saporos asks.
He just said that.
I know.
Oh!
What is it?
Um...
Craig, no, they have not. The only thing that's come out of there so far is the Peach Momoko.
Again, Kiss.
Yeah, he's on a Kiss kick.
But it's a Detroit Rock City. You know,
Carlos says,
everybody's
give me
gonna
another
move
spot.
that seat, get down. Detroit Rock City. Get up, everybody's gonna move that seat. Get down, everybody's gonna move that feet. You gotta lose your mind of Detroit Rock City.
There it is. KP's like, what?
Have you heard the album?
What's
Alive?
up, Motley?
Oh yes. So on Amazon Music, I actually saw Alive. I was like, I saw it on the bottom. I'm like, that was Alive. And you said that. I was like, you just blowed my mind. I saw it live. But I didn't hear it, but I saw the album Alive. I feel like the one with the star eye is kind of weird. Just as this. Are you serious? But like the kitty face, like the guy, like the drummer is actually not that ugly. He's actually
the drummer. Is that Peter Criss? Was he the drummer? Oh, that's your mommy. Your mommy's calling
No,
you.
but I don't want to talk to you.
Okay, well then tell her that. Just so you know, you can't talk on camera the whole night. Peter Criss is the drummer. Listen, I will say this. As much as I believe Kiss is a glorified garage band talent-wise, that has one of the most phenomenal stage shows in the history and very anthemic songs, I will have a caveat. Peter Criss is a phenomenal drummer, and I don't think Peter Criss gets the props that he deserves. Because listening to James listen to Kiss, I have to say the best instrumentalist, pure instrumentalist in that band is absolutely Peter Criss. Absolutely Peter Criss. Period. He is the best actual player of his instruments in that band. He's phenomenal, and I don't think he gets enough credit. So as much as I'm not a Kiss fan, I am a Criss fan. And I will hold that. They have sold a few records, you are correct. Many platinum. People think Peter is garbage because of the trash talking by Gene and Paul for 20 plus years now. No, Peter is actually really, really good. The way he moderates the sound of his drums, which is actually not an easy thing to do at the speed that he's doing a lot of it at. I've had a lot of friends who were drummers, none of them to obviously a big degree like this.
I need a drummer.
But
hold up. First of all, you are talking so loud that mommy's like I can't hear mommy.
Yeah, I'm doing my show, my job. Do you want me to set you up in your office?
No.
I can put you in your office.
I'm terrified alone.
What? You're not alone. The light will be on and the door will be open. Do you want me to set it up for you?
Yes.
Okay. Pardon me, I have to put him in his office. Buddy, all you gotta do is ask, man. It's easy. Come on, we'll take some snackies. We'll get your drink. All right. There's a banana in there, too. So yeah, I mean that is my evaluation is again, I don't like the band, but he's actually a very good drummer. Anybody who says otherwise isn't paying attention to him. If you were to isolate him, I'm sure you would find his technicality and how he plays very good. Very good. All right. Let me do a thing. This. And this. That. This. I'm doing a thing. Dangle. You have the cheers, which I'm sure people will trade you for. Your cards, which I don't remember what is in the cards. Yours is the only one that hasn't gone yet because I still haven't had a chance to sort anything. Every single order is shipped except for Dangles because I haven't sorted cards. Today I will probably be sorting cards after this show. While we figure that out, Craig is in. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Try that again. All right. Y'all are in trouble now. 2 spots left. In the meantime, let's get to Craig. Oh, yeah, that is a Kevin P. West original, and it is glorious. I don't know where my blue marker went. All right. We'll use purple blue. All right, I am going to need to change because this is set for cards, and this is definitely not cards. All right, Craig, DCD. Excuse me, I'm dying. DCD Collects presents signed, certified, and delivered 8 out of 10 Craig wants Ghost Rider. Craig, I want you to have Ghost Rider. What a coincidence. See if we can make that happen. Oh, sweet goodness. It is not, but it is a 9.8 dual signed Roy Thomas and Ryan Otley. So you can't get mad at Amazing Spider-Man #1, the first appearance of Kindred. I know, because it says so right there. So there you go, a little Strike Force on the back. And you now have an entry into the 9/6 Dark Knight #1 foil cover, signed by Frank Miller. All right, that goes in the Craig cubby. Yes, Craig, you have your own cubby. All right, 2 spots to go in the Sixer Mixer draft. See, Carlos, Trevor, and DC are in. You should be too. Carlos says, I have the Yoda, and that is not for trade. I have the Superman, and that is not for trade. And I also have, of course, the painting of myself he did, which is also obviously not for trade. Dual Auto is an A+. I need a water. Ah, there's my marker. Yes, buddy. Okay. Oh, good. Tell Mommy I love her too. Okay, it's fine. What, honey?
She felt like she hanged up.
Oh.
And I said, hello, Mommy? But guess what? She did not respond to me.
Oh, okay.
So I had to hang up. And if she calls me, I'm going to say, hey, you broke up and I couldn't.
Okay, that's fine. You can do that. Thank you.
I'm going to just pretend you can't see me.
Kindred is Sarah Stacy and Gabriel Stacy. Terrifying. Oh, goodness. I don't want that pop-up. No. You have your drink, Bubba. Thank you. I don't want any of this. Papa, so is Gatorade. It's a demon. It has been utilized a lot. And more or less a silk villain. It's actually an interesting read. Kindred is a very complex character. So there's your answer. Ish. Yeah, Carlos is definitely a Kai collector. Oh, we were looking at Kindred. Yes, now I need to find out who Kindred is. And I was looking up Kindred. I knew Kindred was bad. I just didn't know who Kindred was. And now we somewhat know. Excuse me. Careful. Thank you. I need that. I need that. What's this? That's mine. I forgot where we were. What were we talking about before we jumped into Kindred? I don't know. So, tomorrow is a very big day. Tomorrow, in addition to being Friday, is the doctor's appointment that helps us get Jimmy into a better school. So, we're very excited for that.
Daddy,
¿Qué pasó?
the Gauntlet! Yeah, minions! Tonight we destroy the city! Yeah! Snap! No, no! Woohoo! Pass the gauntlet! We destroyed the city!
Okay, Thanos. Do you want to call Mommy back?
She didn't call me.
Do you want me to call her back on your tablet?
I'll think about it.
Okay, well then I need you to be quiet while you think about it. Okay? Because this microphone picks up everything. Mm-hmm. Love you. Carlos is like, I have a big day too. I'm getting surgery. Well, yours is a little more important than mine. I don't ever want them to MRI my knees. I am fairly certain all the wear and tear on my knees have at minimum a scoping due, and I just don't want to have to deal with that. I have so many, every time I crunches, I get the pain on the inside. I just don't want them to look at it and be like, "Oh, we gotta clean up your knee." No, you don't. Stay out of my knee. I don't need any surgery right now. I'm good. Leave me alone. Get off my lawn. Question. Hey, Hellbolt, love you, man. Did anybody does anybody know if Lee is going back to streaming tonight? Is he taking another power nap, or is he done for the day? Ah, the Bone Splitter. I had a friend who was a very good hockey player in high school. Very good. He was scouted a little bit in high school. And at the end of the season, he was charging into the corner boards for a puck and got tripped up by an opponent's stick and spun on the ice when he hit. And the first thing to hit the boards, which by the way are solid wood, reinforced by concrete typically and rebar, they don't give as much as you think they do. Spun like a top, and the first thing to hit the boards was his knee. And his patella acted like a wedge and split his femur right up the middle. So he had to have screws and a metal encasement put through the lower part of his femur, where the kneecap acted like a wedge to split the femur long ways. That was the single most horrific telling of an injury I have seen. I've seen people compound fracture their legs in person on the football field. My running back when I was in Little League football at age 14 compound fractured his leg, where he was facing this way and his foot was facing this way. And that was pretty gruesome, but to think about your femur splitting like wood, that was yeah. I was there for his recovery. And so was my girlfriend at the time, but we're not going to talk about that story. And it was brutal. Brutal. Yeah, again, good thing we have two. Didn't help him in this case. He was bedridden for a while. It was a very long time before he was walking again. It was a lot of physical therapy involved with that one. He didn't play hockey ever again. Of course, that was way back in the 1900s, before all of the really good medical procedures and surgery were invented. So if you know anything about the 1900s, you know it was the dark ages of medicine. Way, way back in those 1900s. As a matter of fact, it was the 1900s and 90s. It's like almost 25 years ago. The 1900s. It's close. It's knocking on the door of 25 years ago. Those 1900s. You know you're cringing. You know it.
That's you heard it. I'm sorry. Great. Oh my gosh.
You're a goofball. You're a pure, unadulterated goofball. Okay. Lady's like, hush. Shh, shh. DC is not funny. Pretty soon they will say, wow, you were born in the 1900s? Yeah, Yeah, that's coming soon. That is coming soon. You have to realize that it's going to be a thing. I hate to throw cold water on your life, people, but eventually, just like we were about my God, they were around in the 1800s. There's going to be a generation, spoilers, they've already been born, that are going to look at us and go, wow, you were born in the 1900s? Yes. Yes, we were. Some of us in the 1970s, in the 1980s, way back, almost mid century. Some of the birthdays in this chat room. Just saying. Speaking truths. No way, 77 Carlitos Way was born in 1977? I did not see that coming. What was the other signature other than Mrs. Carter last night? Al Gore. Al Gore, inventor of the internet, and the creator of global warming. Helmholtz. Oh, goodness. My grandparents got a house in Cheektowaga, New York, aka Chica de Vegas. And they were about a mile from the airport. And when they bought that house, like way back in the 50s, I think it was, they got it for like $3,000. It was a 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom house. And they got it for a song because a lot of air traffic happened overhead. And it was loud back then. Now, I will tell you, as somebody that grew up at my grandparents' house for a lot of my life, you get used to the sound of airplanes. They just actually don't bother you. You tune it out. That's it. But as the years progressed and jet engines were refined and ultimately became quieter, it was only the big jumbos that ever really made noise that bothered them. And of course, now that $3,000 house they bought is like 130,000.
Hola.
Hola.
Soy Dora.
Soy Jimmy?
Soy Dora. Hey, Dora.
Okay.
I'm
Who got the Mrs. Doubtful? Goodness, I don't know. I do not know.
I'll be right back, Daddy. I have to get my tablet.
Sure. There's a drive-in just outside of Lockport in New York that recently changed hands ownership-wise. We used to go to the drive-in. As a matter of fact, the summer before we moved to California, we actually went to the drive-in twice. Don't ask me what we saw. I don't remember. Because I was busy eating the really well-priced food. They had pizza logs and pizza and wings and fingers and fries and all bunch garlic knots with marinara and a whole gaggle of really delicious food for like a few bucks a piece, to the point where like James, Melissa, and I could fill half of our car with food for like 30 bucks and watch both movies, because you know they are double features at the drive-in. Watch both movies and eat throughout without having to stop other than to poo poo or pee pee.
Oh, it's clear outside. It got dark. So I ran.
Yeah, the one in Lockport I think is a 3 screen. It's either a 3 screen or a 4 screen. I know at one point it was a 4 screen. I don't know if it's still a 4 screen. I think it's a 3 screen. Maitland, I said screen, not skin. Screen. Screen. Paul Maitland, screen.
Scream.
Raiders at halftime. Well, it's the greatest half of all time for one team. The Chargers need to unplug them and then plug them back in. Oh, goodness. It's 42-0. And I have Aiden O'Connell on the bench. Oh, son of a biscuit. Did I just blow my playoffs in 2 different leagues? Oh, well, it was fun while it lasted. Yep, there's Trey Tucker and Aiden O'Connell. Their combined 44.62 points sitting on both of my benches. That is a gut punch live on air.
Wasn't me.
Alrighty. Well, there's that. No, KP, not. I don't have them in our league. I have them in my other 2 leagues, my big money leagues. Oh, thanks, Bolt. Appreciate it, man. No. It's no. It was funny because I didn't know until about like less than an hour before the game started that Aiden O'Connell was starting. And I knew in the back of my head that Trey Tucker does well when Aiden is starting, typically, when he's healthy. But I was like, no, the Chargers sacked Aiden O'Connell relentlessly. I think it was Khalil Mack had like 6 sacks the last time they played. I was like, he's going to be under duress. I will leave them on the bench because the San Diego defense should gobble them up. I'm definitely not going to go fishing for Easton Stick because I don't have faith in him. But I did start QJ, thinking that at least QJ would get some catches. He only has 1. Now that they're behind by such a tremendous amount, chances are QJ's going to get a lot of looks as they evaluate what they have in him for the rest of the season. So hopefully, QJ can get at least a few snags as I have him in 2 of my 3 leagues. Jacoby Myers, yeah. Jacoby is that dual threat guy. He's thrown the ball more than once in his career for a touchdown. They're the San Diego Chargers. They'll forever be the San Diego Chargers. Just ask the people of San Diego, they'll tell you. What is wild is that the Raiders have put up 42 and Adams doesn't even have a TD on 9 targets. Here's what I will say about Adams. They have Winfield Jr. on him, and that kid's scary good. He was arguably the steal of the draft. He was a solid prospect, and the fact that he fell as far as he did was shocking. Yeah, they're the San Diego Chargers. I tease why I never voted for the Convidium. Hey, nerd, are you in the right chat with that one? I think nerd is multitasking, and I think he's I think he slid into the wrong chat with that statement, cause that that sounds like something way over our heads. The convention center. Okay. Yeah, I have no idea what the Convidium is. I'm not a local. I don't know the local jargon. Ooh, we have something to open.
Daddy,
Yeah.
why did you do this?
Did you watch it? What does it say? It says you were sleeping because you were taking a nap. I didn't want to wake you up.
Where did it say?
You have to listen. I say it. I say, shh, gotta be quiet. Jimmy the Breaker's sleeping.
Okay. Hey, guys, did you hear that? I was sleeping. But, Daddy, that was great timing because I didn't know 6 p.m. is going to be loud.
All right, one. So this is an item we haven't opened yet. This is 2023 Super Glow One Time Edition, 1 Glow Auto per box. It's kind of like the other one without all of the base cards, which is nice. So here we go, Juan. I want to see a Pele. Feel free to pull a Pele. I won't be mad about it. Crystal, okay. Sorry, Crystal. You know, Crystal, I'm going to have to petition for you to get your own name on Twitch so that I can easily tell the two of you apart. So Crystal, 2020, and you know what, Crystal, I have to say, I apologize. The fact that I assumed it was Juan is actually wrong of me. I need to be less assumptive and simply ask the questions that will deliver me the answers. So shame on me. I should have asked. It's actually my account. Well, then that's right. You tell Juan to get his own account. He just watches with you. Juan, if you're watching with her right now, get your own account, man. Get your own account, man. I love you both equally. Here we go, Crystal. 2023 Super Glow. One Time Edition. Get that auto. One more account. Oh, the Juan joke. Bon chance. Get something good. Let's get something good. All right, here we go. Oh, I know who that is. That's Emory Jones. Emory Jones was a scrambling quarterback. That is 39 out of 50. Is that, I think it was Clemson. I don't think he was Florida. I want to say that he was Clemson's quarterback. From LaGrange. He is from a ZZ Top song. Younger brother of Mac Jones. He could be. Could be.
A lot of like gaming people.
That's a good laugh, Jim. He really felt that one. Lee, you're back. You are awake. Here we go. You're hilarious, Jim.
I just followed this guy already.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Keep going. Ugh. Man, I can't believe it's 42-0. That's crazy to me. It's crazy to me. Well, Lee, if we don't sell out the last two spots here, you should be receiving everybody in about 18 minutes. Give or take 3 minutes. If we do sell out these other two spots here, then it could be a while before you get a raid of my Baker's Dozen people. Speaking of, I need to shout out my lurkers. I haven't done that in a while. Big old shout out to Mark Zink. How you doing? Sam Skio, how are you? Zero Vero, what's up, lonely girl? How you doing? Emily, what's up? How are you? Good to see you. Glad to have you. Trevor says, okay, I made some food. Let's go. Okay, man. I'm all for it. hey, Jimmy. Not all pee-pee times are poop times, but all poop times are pee-pee times. No worries. I promise I will be streaming later than you. Yeah, you will. Yeah, because I have a kid I have to get home and put to bed. Maybe I should explain what the big box is. The big box is the 2023.
I'm not tired because I already
Took a gigantic nap. I know, I was there. Super Sixer Mixer, which features 6 items per box. It could be anything. It could be graded cards. It could be not graded cards. It could be signed 8x10s. It could be jerseys, footballs, gloves. We have seen a little bit of everything come out of these. We've seen good stuff. We've seen bad stuff. Either way, we've seen stuff that makes it fun to play, which is why we break these down to the very small, inexpensive, bite-sized chunks and drew it in a draft style so that everybody gets something for a low amount of money and has fun drafting the item that they want with the possibility of additional freebies. It's fun. It's something that we started doing, I don't know, 8 months ago? About 8 months ago. Whenever we can find a product that's worth actually drafting out of that has items in there. You can find $100 boxes of cards in there. We found quite a few boxes of cards that retail for over $100. And we have found some jerseys. Trying to think. I think this is the box that had the box in it that had Dangle's T-Law patch auto. If I'm not mistaken, as part of the Mondo trade. KP says, DC, you suck. New people may not know how a draft works. Well, the draft is where I random everybody that's involved on random.org 7 times. And then the order of which they are listed is the order that we draft you in. Dango says yes. Yes, it did. It did produce the T-Law auto. A little Death Star?
That was really cool.
Yeah, you're really cool. Did you know that? Yeah. What else did we get out? There was something that was nasty we got out of here once. I don't remember what it was. Hey, what's going on, man? Oh, Doug says he's in. Wow, all members of DCD Collects are in. Who's gonna play with us? Who's the lucky one? Carlos has 2. Doug has 1. I have 1. Trevor has 1. Who's the lucky final one? I feel like Nikki Knox in Natural Born Killers. Who's the lucky one? Who's it gonna be? For those who don't know, Nikki and Mallory Knox, the movie Natural Born Killers, starring Woody Harrelson, Juliette Lewis, and Robert Downey Jr. in what I believe is an Australian accent. Not for the first time in his career, nor the last. It is a classic. It is a phenomenal film. It is gory as all get out, so you have to have strong constitution. But boy, oh boy, it is a good one. And one of the things is they always leave one of their victims alive to tell the story of what they did there. And there's a scene where he's going around rampaging, and he's like, "Who's the lucky one?" But oh, it's sold. Okay, that was quick. Let me get an order. The owner of the final spot is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Doug's is the last order I have. So there should be one more. Everybody check your carts, make sure it has gone through. That's not mine. This one's mine. No. It was in. Lee, never gonna happen. Yeah, it says it's no longer available, but the website we use, Wix, actually doesn't track inventory very well at all. And about once per week tells us something that's sold out that isn't. if somebody puts something in their cart and it doesn't go through payment, it says it's sold out when truly one remains. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 have sold. And if I go into the product, it could just be waiting on the final payment. One, two, three, 4, 5. Yeah. It's doing that again. So everybody who had it in, Mondo, what's up, man? We're trying to figure out where the last spot went. Last Friday, the site is not correctly populating. So, if it doesn't resolve in the next 60 seconds, what I'm going to do is I know Crystal had it in her cart. Let me jump out of this screen. I'm going to check carts right now. There we go. I said, there we go. I'll try this again. Mondo, maybe. You have missed out on this item because if there is one available. All right, so that's probably the error. Probably two people trying to buy it at the same time. Let me see. Mondo, welcome to the club. All right, Hellbolt, you want to relinquish your spot to Crystal? We can do that. Give me a second to repopulate it with one. Crystal, if you jump in the page, I'll tell you when to reset. This. All right, if you refresh your screen, there should be one in there. I mean, honestly, I do have one more of these. If people want to jump into a second one after this one is over, we can take a vote before I put it up. For the time being, I'll leave it as is and not add the second one, because honestly, I was saving the second one. But if after this one, everybody is interested in Un Mas, we can do Un Mas. And I have another extra bonus giveaway that I could put on top of that one, too. So, we theoretically could do it again. It's good, cheap fun. Like Paul Maitland and myself. good, cheap fun. Yeah, yeah, Dangle, these are really good boxes. It blows my mind that these are the same prices as the supercharged Series 3 because these should be $100 more. But I have looked multiple times and they are the same price, give or take $10. So it is shocking to me. It really is. All right, crystals in. All right, so I'm going to lay this out. This is exactly how this works. So these are the 6 people. It's Carlos, Trevor, Carlos, DC, Doug, Crystal. This is the order in which they were purchased. I am now going to open the box. Anything that is sealed or inside of an envelope stays sealed inside the envelope, and I'm going to list them right here. After I have opened everything, we are going to take these 6 names. We are going to go to random.org, and we are going to random those names 7 times. That is going to give us our draft order. The order of the draft is like a sports draft. Whoever is on top gets to pick first, and so on and so forth. Now, I have added a bonus pack courtesy of our friends at Super Break. So we are guaranteed at least 7 items out of this box, which means whoever's in last place, as it is a snake draft, if you got the last spot of the random draft, you get the first pick of the second round, and it goes back up the list. I will show you that as it pops up. In the meantime, let's get to the fun part, the seeing what is actually inside here. It's guaranteed 6 hits. We've seen as many as 8. For your viewing pleasure, 2023 Super Break Super Sixer Mixer, Series 2, The Draft Break. Let's see what's inside. Good luck, everybody. Okay. It's starting already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like 6. This will be called Super Glow Auto. And don't worry, I write all these down so that when you're drafting, you'll know what it is. Oh, the Quan is with us. Now it's going to get spicy. Thank you, Mondo. All right, there's item number 1. Item number 2. Ooh, another one. We're going to call this Super Glow Auto number 2. I am going to, since it's black, I'm just going to put a Post-it on here. This one is number 2. We keep everything transparent. There's no hiding anything here. So that's the one with the 2 on it. We have Black Mylar. Black Mylar. Black Mylar. See, here you go. Here is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. Here is a $99.99 box. This is $100 retail. Right there. There it is, $100. That is a Pieces of the Past 7-year collection series 2. We're going to call this 7-year. That is a $100 retail. 7-year. 7-year. Red Mylar. Well, that one's taped shut. They really didn't want that to go. Probably something special in there. I've never seen them tape them shut. Now, maybe it's because it's oversized. Yeah, maybe it's because it's oversized. Who knows? Who knows? We're going to go Red Mylar. Oh, you did. You got that hot box. Dangle, I remember that. Red Mylar. Ladies and gentlemen, there are more than 6 items in this box. A lot of people are walking away with 2 items. So let's get swifty. Oh, what is this? Oh, man. How about Big Black Mylar? Big Black Mylar. Big Black Mylar. Oh, what is this? What is this? Huh. It's a pack of cards featuring Andrew Carnegie stamp. That is a real 4-cent United States postage stamp. There are other cards in here too. I'm not going to go through all of them. We're going to call this the Stamp Pack. Stamp Pack. And Crystal and Juan, just so you know, I will open all of these after the draft, so you do get to see everything that was in here. That is the Stamp Pack. And I told you, sometimes we get 8 items, and sure as Christmas, here is the 8th item. No big deal, just another $100 box. 2022 Super Glow inaugural update featuring 2 autographs. We're going to call that Super Glow Update. There you go, that's empty. All the items. And the bonus item is the Jewel Pack. This is a creator's pack. Jewel version. I have no idea what that means. I have no clue. But we're going to call that the Jewel Pack. So there are 9 items. There are 6 people. That means half of the people in this break are getting 2 items for $35. This is why we do this. This is why we do this. So, once I get the order, I will explain the 3 people who are getting bonuses, and then we will do the actual draft. All right, everybody, 7 times for the order. Good luck. Survey says, there we go. Oh, goodness, the people who work here. Talk about a fix. Talk about a fix. The fix is in. The fix is in. So, here's the good news. Here's the good news. Doug, Trevor, and I are only going to get one pick. So Doug will choose, then me, then Trevor. Carlos, Crystal, then Carlos again. Then, in reverse order, Carlos gets another pick, Crystal gets another pick, and Carlos gets another pick. So, anybody who's not an official employee of the company has 2 picks. Now, Doug, you have the first pick. What do you plan on picking? Which box do I want? The auto or the artifacts? Oh man, listen. I can't answer that for you. I pick after you. Although there's 2 that I wouldn't mind. Dangle's like auto all day. Auto 1. Okay, wait a second. So you have to be very specific, Doug. The Super Glow update is a box with 2 autos. The Super Glow auto is a pack with 1 auto. So you have to be very specific on what you want. Super Glow update, thank you. All right, there we go. See, we are very specific. That's gonna leave me. Oh goodness, Super Glow update was one of the ones that I had wanted. I want that Pele auto. I do really like 7 year, and I know if I don't take 7 year, I know Trevor will take 7 year. First of all, while I'm thinking about that, let me write Doug's name on his box. Oh, goodness gracious. I do love the 7 year. There are some great choices in that box, and I love these mixers. No, I agree. I am stuck between the red Mylar and the 7 year. Oh. All right, I am gonna throw Trevor a bone. I'm gonna go red Mylar. I am throwing Trevor a bone. Trevor was nice to me this week, so I am going to take red Mylar. I am gonna go with a giant question mark. T-Bone, it's up to you. Watch red Mylar be the big get. I was gonna go red Mylar. I figured you'd want 7-year. Trevor, if you want red Mylar, I will take the 7-year. I will trade it right now if that's what you want, because that is the type of person I am. So, if you want the red Mylar, I will take the 7-year. It is up to you. See, these get fun. Did I lose the feed? No, I think I have the feed still. Yeah, no, I'm not losing any frames. Yeah, right? This is the best part. And it's cheap. It's like $35. Listen, I know each of you have gone to a restaurant and spent $35 on a meal. Oh, black Mylar. Are you going big black Mylar or just black Mylar? Big black Mylar. Here we go. Carlos! Carlos, it's up to you. Crystal, you're on deck. Reverse, reverse, reverse psychology. The double triple. Carlos goes black Mylar. Crystal, it is your selection, friend. Well, they're both the same. We just pulled two of the same. So whenever I pull two of the exact same items, I just put a 2 on the second one to differentiate, because some people are very superstitious. And I don't want to mess with people's superstitions. If I were to juxtapose those, somebody could lose their mind. Auto 2. All right, Carlos, you have 2 picks, as you are last and then the first of the second round. Right, Doug? Right? Well, first of all, the stamp itself is pretty much a banger. Not gonna lie there. All right, 7. And what is your other one? Are you? What was this your other one? The super glow? Is that what it was? Super and then 7, I'm assuming? Okay. All right, Crystal, do you want the stamp pack or the jewel pack? Oh, there it is. And Carlos gets the jewel. All right, let me set everybody's piles up real quick. And then we'll get to Kraken. Crystal grabbed 2 and also gets the stamp pack. Carlos gets the jewel, the 7, and the glow auto. That's Doug. That's me. All right, we are going to start. Here we go. The piles are set. We are going to go from the bottom to the top. Carlos, you're going to be up first. But first, I have to empty my garbage. It's going to be that kind of night. All right, Carlos. You have the Jewel Pack, the Black Mylar, the 7-year, and the Glow Auto. We're going to start with this gigantic question mark, the Jewel Pack. Let me redo my focus to get it. There we go. It's about where I want it. All right, we have no idea what's in here. These were given to us to give away, so that's what I did. I gave them away. I do have one more of these. If there's something awesome in here... Ooh, I have to use scissors. All right, do not try this at home. I am a professional. Scissors and sports cards don't mix. Brock Purdy. Dang. These are nice. These are nice. These are legit. I dig those. Marvin Harrison Jr. Those are nice cards. There's something back here. Behind destroying. Yeah. Yeah, it's a 1 of 1. That's a jewel. Yeah, that is an embedded jewel. Ho ho ho! Now that we know, wow! And to think we have one more of these to give away in the next draft. I gotta put this under the microscope. Well, I'll be darned. It doesn't say what it is, but goodness gracious. Congratulations! Not a bad freebie. Oy vey. Big bada boom. Big bada boom. It's not diamond, but it is a jewel. You are right. That's why it's called the Jewel Pack. All right, Carlos, Black Mylar. This big boy. Look at this thick boy. Goodness gracious. Carlos cleaning up. Oh, man. Hermes. Part of an Hermes scarf. Woo. That's a biggin. Oh, that's a biggin. Well, it's not a microscope, but I do have a magnifier next to me. A tabletop magnifier. Just so I can look at the fine details of things. No, really, I do. Hold on. See, it's right there. There you go. Nice, thick boy. Your super glow. Oh, it doesn't want to open. That's always a good sign. That's always a good sign. Hey! It's Brandon Quinton Adams. That's out of 150 from The Sandlot. Drake May. Marvin Harrison Jr., Brock Purdy, and Victor Hovland. I mean, there you go. And this bad boy. Good old 7-year. If you like what you see here, we have this available for sale. This is 7-year Series 2. Oh, it's a hot box. Oh, Carlos, you son of a gun. This is what we get for passing on the goodies. Doug T-Bone, look at us now. I'm gonna have to get you a whole box to put all this stuff in. Hey, look, it's Winfield Hancock, a 32-cent stamp. Hey, look, it's Mary Chestnut, a 32-cent stamp. Right? You can tell Hellbolt and the Quan are both in the building. You can tell by how this played out. Amelia Earhart headline. Orville Wright. Little newspaper clipping. Man, I'm not even halfway through this box. Hey, look, it's Raphael Sem, a 32-cent stamp. Hey, look, it's a 6-cent Wilbur and Orville Wright stamp. Get it? Airmail? Get it? Airmail? Hey, look, it's a Jimmy Carter pennant. What is this? Hold on, folks. First of all, I have to show you this 3-cent Francis Scott Key stamp. And then I gotta show you two ridiculous things that are inside this box. How about this? Which isn't supposed to be here. A Series 1 pack. That would be Albert Einstein. It's a little crass. Oh my God. Barack Obama. Look at this. Look at this. All right, I am not passing on a 7-year box ever again. This is not normal. This is not normal. JFK. Blown away. What else do I have to say? Are you kidding me? It's still going. Nikola Tesla. Looks like one of his patents. Probably the death ray. Another one. Another one. Another one. Oh, Lucky Luciano, the gangster. What up, Lucky? His real name's Charlie. He goes by Lucky. There it is, see? I know Lucky Luciano. I'm an Italian from New York. I know exactly who Lucky Luciano is. Him and Meyer Lansky ran things. All right, Carlos, I hope you feel you got your money's worth, because I do. Crystal. Crystal, you got the stamp pack and the autograph too. Let's see what's inside your stamp pack. That would be Andrew Carnegie, the 4-cent stamp. We know and appreciate that. Oh, look, Enzo Ferrari. A little headline for Ferrari. And a headline for Blackbeard the Pirate. Oh, love Formula One. Well, there's the granddaddy of Ferrari. So that is right up your alley. And number 2. Let's see who number 2 works for. Jordan Davis. And out of 10, John Mechie III. Davis out of 50. Jordan Davis, Mr. I will stuff the middle like a Thanksgiving turkey. 2 low-numbered cards. There you go. T-Bone, you got the big black Mylar. Let's see what that means. Good luck, man. Oh, no big deal. It's just Fernando Tatis Jr. Man, oh man, out of 50. If only there were Tatis fans here. That's on card. Yeah, dude, that's on card auto. Mondo's like, I am. I am. I am. All right, it's my turn. Let's see what's inside this makeshift red Mylar. It's probably just taped shut because they used an oversized bag. Yep, that's exactly what it is. All right. 2001 Tiger Woods Mint 9, making the champion. That would be a rookie year. There's something else in here. Hold on a minute. Oh, really? Oh, really? Sam Howell. Lifestyle. It's an interesting insert. Cooler if it had ink on it. And Doug. You went with the inaugural update. I believe the two autos are on top, although we've been fooled before. So what we'll do is we'll take the top three, and we'll do it that way. Good luck, man. Good lick. Well, that would be what frogs do. Spence. McCall. Mac Jones. CJ. How about JT Daniels out of 10? Are you bored, buddy? Yeah. Okay. I've been playing and I'm still bored. I know, I'm sorry, honey. Olave. Malik and Brees. There's JT Daniels. That is a special insert card. More Olave. All right, time for your autos. Emory Jones. That looks familiar. That is out of a Hyundai. And then Jalen Hood Schifino. And that is 4 out of 5. What? Look at that hot lava. Look at that hot lava. It's a good looking card. It's a very good looking card. His autograph is not that great, but it's a good looking card. Just wish he put a little more effort into it. Iron Mike. And that, my friends, is a Super Sixer mixer. How you like them apples? Not a bad way to spend $35. Those boxes retail for $200, and we literally had $200 worth of retail boxes in it. Good night, Bolt. Love you, man. So here's what we're gonna do. We are gonna put another one up on the site. Now, I say we put it up tonight and we do it tomorrow. The cost is $35 a spot. That's it. Let's make that our opening deal for tomorrow. What do we think of that idea? So give me a second, I'll make it live. I am going to throw in another jewel pack. I'm going to say that right now. The jewel pack is in. All right, 6 spots are up. Purchase them, fill them in for tonight. And tomorrow, that will be the first thing we do to kick off our Friday. This is the kind of fun we just have on the regular. Oh, you're welcome. With that said, we are officially going to do last call. Last call.
I'm playing Prop Hunt. That's the last.
All right. On any sales today, we will do another one. As a matter of fact, here it is right here. There it is. Tomorrow. He was a first round draft pick for the Lakers. Doug, that is perfect for you. So there it is. It's set. Buy in. We're doing it again. We're doing it again. Oh, you definitely did not see more than one in there because we only had 2. You saw another case of those. Here, look. I'll show you what's in there. It's a case of 7-year and another case of supercharged. So there you go. Oh, yeah. T-Bone, if there are spots left tomorrow when I go live, I'm absolutely going to do that again. Are you kidding me? That was phenomenal. And next time, I am definitely not passing up that 7-year box. Just for sheer volume. What an insane 7-year, Carlos. Goodness gracious. We have 2 cases of 7-year. Yes, we do. This is a full case, and I have a full case down there. That side. No, we only got 2 of these. I don't know if these are for sale yet. The series 2. Yeah, it is. But it's sold out everywhere. Blowout doesn't have it. Yeah, it's sold out everywhere. I clicked on 3 sites. All 3 sites don't have it. So, there you go. There you go. All right. Let's close out these. I'm going to check one more time, and I think we're out of here.
No.
All right, we are going to send you back to Lee. Now, I am going to be very forthright. I am going to dump and run because I have a little boy who needs to go home and see his mommy.
No.
Oh, you do?
I don't want to.
Well, you got to. Oh, he's painting a Mike Trout. I wonder who the Mike Trout is for. All right, everybody, this was a ton of fun. What can I say? Don't threaten me with a good time. Thank you everybody for joining me on this Thursday. You could have been watching an all-time blowout on the NFL, but instead you spent your time with me, and that warms my heart. It does, because I love you. I love each and every one of you. Please take care of yourselves and each other, and we can do this again tomorrow. Feel free to sell out that $35 break before I go live. That way, I'm not tempted to buy in, and I have tons of content to start the day off with. In the meantime, we're going to see what Lee's doing. I love you. Be safe. Take care, and good night.